in my paper. They call me Big Dog riding with the hillbillies. Cube-bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up a little.
It's week 1 of the National.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. But Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They scored in the opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 8 on this drive. And they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up.
The difference between Jair holding London and somebody else holding this dude. I ain't getting nothing, dog. Can't do nothing. I know you mad, Drake. I know you used to catch the ball.
Mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Damn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. taken at about the 36. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Titan football. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's Mitchell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence got an open man. It's WildAgain Szn. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And some room to work. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
They go screen with Dillon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. A touchdown run there for Antonio.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown.
Wow. Wow.
He was not about to to go down easily.
Wow.
Through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets...
Christian Kirk is a monster, man. Way to recognize the blitz coming, Trevor. Get the ball away. And instantly, my receivers start looking for work. Oh, man, they start looking for work. They start looking for work, man. I don't know what Hunter Henry's doing walking off, but I think he knows it's a touchdown.
Untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, Dillon. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. Looking at finding Shepard on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throw left side, there's London. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jerry Jeudy from 3 yards out. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Here we go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And back in this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert.
Oh, my God.
Sets up a 1st and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
My God, this is a dot, Trevor. Oh, my God. That's what speed does for you? He big, too? Oh, boy. It don't get better than that.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he is out of bounds here.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. No doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Ball game.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first.
Good tackle, boy.
At the 33. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
He'll drop to throw. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. They find some open field here.
Oh, my God.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Oh, my.
The cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll look to throw again.
This will be caught. Judy.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Sterling Shepard, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Jacksonville, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Aged up to leash. Where's the love in the streets? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut seeing both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that them gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you gonna lie, you know be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get crazy. I just got off of